is representing the Association of New Generational Authors and here to talk about the on-site National Public Speaking Competition.
That's right.
So why is public speaking an important thing you want many more people to learn?
Yes, I must start by appreciating you to say that you look spiffy.
Thank you.
And now we decided to organize a competition, a national public speaking competition, because it seems public speakers have been left behind. Because day in we hear about musicians, competition for musicians or young artists, young musicians. We hear for actors, we hear for the other sectors that constitute the art family, the art and culture family, but public speakers are left behind. And these people immerse themselves in reading, they immerse themselves in learning, practicing in order to become good orators. So we decided to think about them by organizing a national public speaking competition, which will give them the opportunity to showcase what they have been learning. And secondly, it also connects to one of the objectives or the main objectives of our association, which is to revitalize the reading culture in Cameroon, because we think that if we target public speakers, we make a competition, a regular competition where public speakers can come and showcase themselves, it will go a long way to increase the reading culture, or to improve on the reading culture in Cameroon, because you can become a public speaker without reading. You can become a good one without reading. It's encouraging.
This question to ask, what are the qualities of a good public speaker?
Yes, first, a good public speaker should have good diction, choice of word. Secondly, he should be audible in speech. Yeah, you should speak. Then thirdly, you have to be fluent, eloquent. Yeah, because if you're not eloquent, you make your speech boring. So then your choice of word as well. Because there are so many new phrases that are used now, and I used to tell people that public speaking has gone beyond eloquency, which means you can be eloquent and you are still not a good public speaker. Why? Because you could still be using words that are like a cliche. The common word, the old word. For example, now people don't say it is interesting. You rather say it's amazing. So you can be eloquent, but your choice of word doesn't really appeal or doesn't meet the modern train.
So is public speaking about being impressive with your wordplay?
Definitely. So, well, let me just rush this. Many people think that teaching or preaching is the same like public speaking. No, it's different. Public speaking is an art. And the aim of art is entertainment. Yeah, like musicians, they're out to entertain. Even if the message is not good, but they just want you to feel good, if I feel excited. It's the same in public speaking. So public speakers falls under the art and culture ministry. So which means their aim is to entertain you with what? The way they play with what? The way they present it. So on the other hand, a teacher is someone who comes to deliver knowledge. And no matter the presentation, no matter the way, his aim is to deliver the knowledge, to transmit information or transmit knowledge. But the public speaker, his aim is not to transmit knowledge or information. His aim is to entertain you. While doing so, he may transmit an information.
All right. Now, this is interesting, because I used to assume that when you have a competition like this, it's to enable anyone to speak publicly, whether you're a doctor or a teacher or a tech innovator. Public speaking is a genre of its own?
Yes, it is. Yeah, but the issue is, more often than not, we generalize it to mean public speaking is when you talk in the public. No, it is a career on its own. It is a career on its own, and there are people who are making money from it. So public speaking is a career on its own. It means you are in a particular segment, you are in a particular dimension on your own, and there's some rudiment, there's some principles that you apply in order to differentiate. Someone who is talking in public, he's just communicating.
Yes.
Yeah, not doing public speaking. Yeah, public speaking has a refined area where you are addressing people, and there are some principles you need to apply in order to be called a public speaker.
Okay. If not, principles like?
Like I just said, you need to be eloquent.
Okay, so that's what you meant.
Yeah, everyone is doing general communication. Like if a doctor is suggesting, he's just communicating.
Yes.
Yeah, you understand? But you can only become a public speaker when you implement the rudiments or the axioms or the principles of public speaking.
Another thing I have to ask you concerning this whole public speaking thing is some public speakers exaggerate. They come and they use extremely huge words, incomprehensible words, to impress themselves and no understanding from the crowd. What does that even mean?
Okay, now, it is true. One of the criteria or one of the ways public speakers differentiate themselves from general communicators, because everyone can communicate, yeah, it's the high-sounding words that they use. Now, you will use high-sounding words based on your audience. If you're addressing students, you want to put your word or use words that are average. Now, if you're addressing scholars, like if you go to a seminar, you discover that lawyers are there,
Yes.
you can use basic words.
Yes.
You have to increase the velocity.
Now I understand what you meant by a public speaker has to be a reader. So you're acquainted with different
words. You have to fill your word bank.
Yes.
Yeah, we call it the word bank. So,
or just general knowledge.
yeah,
Your general knowledge must
yeah.
be good.
First, the issue is reading gives you so many opportunities. The first is reading improves on your vocabulary. It
Yeah.
adds word to your vocabulary and also improves your vocabulary, which means it gives you new word. For example, if you are reading, if you read, or what you usually know is to appreciate someone by saying interesting, when you read books, especially contemporary books, you discover that it's no longer interesting, it's amazing. So your vocabulary has
Or you use
improved.
both, yeah.
Or you use both. So your vocabulary has improved. You no longer be using interesting, though the interesting will still be in your vocabulary, but it has improved. You start using amazing. Secondly, when you read, you get a wide knowledge. When you read, you get wide knowledge of maybe politics, yeah,
absolutely,
maybe love and everything. So that is, and it also gives you it gives you retentive memory. So when you read, you have a retentive memory, and that is what differentiates public speakers from teachers and the others. Because most public speakers, if you watch, for example, motivational speakers like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, and the others, they don't do presentation by holding books in their by reading books and stuff like that, because they have read and they have retentive memory, which is capable.
It's a skill set. Okay, so just a reminder, all of this is to inspire you to be a part of the on-site National Public Speaking Competition. It begins on the 16th of November, 2024. The registration deadline is this month, 31st of October, 2024. The prizes to be won, briefly.
Cash prizes. For now, we have cash prizes, 150,000 francs for the first winner, and 100,000 for the second winner, and 50,000 for the third winner.
Okay.
It is encouraging because it is just a start. Yeah.
No, you don't need to explain. That's a lot of money already.